Good evening, YouTube. It's me, on the way, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bottom Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, this is the start of a new week and a new month, and I got an interview coming up this weekend. And you know what? I enjoy doing these interviews. I enjoy talking to ladies, giving them a chance to share their stories and give them a voice. Not enough people give enough attention to women's sport of bodybuilding because the fact is it's not considered like anything else a mainstream sport. It's not as popular, but I'm a fan of these ladies. I respect the commitment and passion for this sport. Now, this is a lady I've been in contact with for some time. We've been talking on social media. We've been talking on the phone, and she just recently earned her pro card. And this is one Mrs. Lori A. Conley. Now, Miss Conley has been competing for quite some time. Now, she started off not as a bodybuilder like so many ladies. She had a life before that. She had different other jobs, and she had a profession before and got into bodybuilding. She had a very strong athletic background. She was a cyclist, and she cycled for a good while until eventually she got into bodybuilding. It's just one of the things that happens. And she competed in a few shows in her career. She started around about a good part of the early 2000s, and she stayed competitive for a good bit. But eventually, she took some time off, maybe to make the adjustments to require. Being an amateur in NPC, it's a lot. It's expensive, and it costs money for these women to compete. But like I said, she had the passion for the sport. She came back later on in her career, and she's just an amazing lady. We were talking on the phone, and she told me some stories about herself. And I enjoy when I get to know these women on a personal level. And really, this is why I like to tell their stories because people don't give a chance to give these ladies opportunity to share their life. Now, she's been competing since a good part of, let's say, the 20 odds. Took some time off and came back and competed some more. She did a few shows here and there. And, still, she hadn't got the shot, get a pro card. But as you know, over the weekend, she competed at um, it was the Pittsburgh Pro. It was actually the Pittsburgh, amateur NPC show. And she finally, for a long time, it was an NPC, Collegiate, and Masters Nationals. She finally got her pro card. And that's a great thing, and to put in all the work she put in, and the time she took off and she came back and then finally to get rewarded, and if you feel like it's just a great opportunity to compete, and become a pro, it's just whenever you get your pro card, it's just a blessing. But like I said, it's a great lady, and I'd love to tell her story about how she got into sport, how she thinks sport's going. And I think Lori is one of these women that need to be recognized for their commitment and passion. She sent me some pictures every so often of her progress. And I said, wow, she has a great physique. Great looks. But she was competing originally as a physique competitor. But then she decided that she might be switching over to women's open. She'll probably make a pro debut as a bodybuilder. And that's the great thing. Bodybuilding can use a lot more women to represent the sport. It's so few. I mean, she could be a physique competitor, but when she said she was over like 165 pounds, and she met a special lady at the event that kind of told her maybe you should go over. And we all know who that special lady is. You see right here, right there. She was at um, World, Masters World's Championship of the week that weekend, and that's Andrea Shaw, the Olympia champion. But I think Lori is one of the ladies that I think who is truly a true person who has their boots on the ground, 10 toes down. And like I said, I love to give anybody like herself an opportunity to share their stories. So anyway, the interview is going to be Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. She lives I believe she lives on the West Coast. She lives in Cali. So we got to remember we have to you have to set it up her time because, like I said, 1 o'clock her time will be about, ooh, yeah, it'd be 1 o'clock her time, Western, and it'd be 4 o'clock my time. So yeah, I gotta call her and remind her that because I forgot that part. So because she lives I believe she lives on the West Coast. So it's gonna be a 3 hours difference between her and me. So I have to set it up for the right time. So it's gonna be 4 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock her time, and it's gonna be uh, 2 o'clock. Actually, 3 o'clock Central and 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Mountain. But we figured all that out. But like I said, I love to get this opportunity to talk to this lady. I'm gonna call her later, and we're gonna make sure we get everything straightened and everything out. And it was just a great opportunity to talk to her and just to give her a chance to share her story with us who follow these women in the sport of bodybuilding. So check out the interview. It's gonna be on Saturday. I'll put the times in the I'll put the link in the description so you can see the time, and you just hey, support Lori in her upcoming future pro debut. Anyway, this is man always yours page, aka the Emperor. If you remember me talk, don't like, subscribe. I'm out.